Hello and welcome back. It's day 14 and we're into day 2 of this Animal House sub-theme in this advent calendar. And today we're going to be looking at a Cobra character who just embodies the complete zaniness of this concept and who I absolutely adore for the dumbest reasons because he is just such a ridiculous character, and that would be Raptor. Raptor is a member of Cobra, a loyal, somewhat loyal member of Cobra. And yeah, he is a deluxe thing here that has an entire wing pack, and you can see a whole bunch of stuff. He comes with General Ledger, which, yes, that is what he calls his bird. And I'm going to get into that and why I love this ridiculous character so much. He dates back to the original 80s A Real American Hero toy line. And yeah, he is most famous for his very brief appearance in the Larry Hama comics. And I'm going to have to get into why he rules, because he is like one of the dumbest things ever, and he is just like amazing because of it. So Raptor's whole backstory in the comics is that Raptor is a tax accountant. Like, yeah, this guy is a tax accountant right here, who, is obsessed with birds. He trains birds. Like, he cosplays as birds. Like, the man's a furry, let's be honest. This is a Cobra furry right here. And this was all before he joined Cobra. He had the bird costume and the trained birds and the entire bird gimmick, and then he came across Cobra and joined them. Like, in his original bio, it's described for Raptor in terms of how he joined Cobra. It's straight up, he was straight up caught poaching mink from one of Destro's farms. Like, literally, the man was doing his bird thing and then got strong-armed into joining Cobra. It's like, yeah. And you can kind of tell that Hama himself thought the guy was ridiculous. This is what happens when you're writing, like, serious war fiction, and then the toy company comes to you and goes, hey, so here's a new guy that we want you to put in the comic here. He is a guy who dresses up as a bird. Yep, that's his thing. He dresses up as a bird. So Hama did the best he could with that. And he took this character and just made him ridiculously memorable because he is a birdman whose superpower is the power of accounting. Like, he's an accountant with a bird fetish. It's great. It's fantastic. I love this guy. He's like one of the most ridiculous G.I. Joe characters, and I love him for it. Like, I love that sort of oddball stuff. Yeah. So let's get all these accessories out, and let's take a look at what Raptor has to offer, shall we? So, Raptor here, in his base figure, you can see here that he's got, like a little hovering belt here that he can put his gun in. And, yep, he's got his hair slicked back, a little bit of a military cut there, like bit of a mullet type cut. And, he's got his bird mask here. Yeah, he's wearing bird feathers here and his necklace, like all this stuff. This piece here doesn't really come off because, yeah, like the necklace is right there, but it just contributes to the bird cosplay. He's got all these tattoos and stuff on him too. Like, the man is obsessed. The man is obsessed, and I love it. Oh, okay. All right, let's look at articulation on Raptor now. So Raptor here, yeah, we have, ball-jointed head up there. And then we have that secondary joint here at the bottom of the neck. Although it's not a lot of articulation, actually. Huh. Doesn't have that much head range of motion. I mean, I guess it's enough, but... And again, let's just take a close look at that face sculpt. It's a nice face sculpt here. Really nice face sculpt. We got those eyebrows. No, those aren't eyebrows. Those are just part of the mask, I think. It's just... The mask has eyebrows. This guy is demented. He has a mask with eyebrows. Anyway, it's a fairly standard G.I. Joe body buck. We have those slight butterfly joints in the arms right there. Shoulders come up. They're really tight on this guy, actually. Huh. Yeah, shoulders do come up to about there, it looks like. They should be able to come up more. It's probably just because it's really tight, but yeah. So anyway, shoulders have a good range of motion there. And yeah, and then we have, bicep articulation. We have, what else? We have the double jointed arms. Again, very tight here. Scary tight, actually. It's not very loose. It's not very loose, this joint. There we go. Okay, yeah. there we go. So that's that double joint bent. And then we also have some articulation here for the glove, which is nice because that means you can, warp the glove around a little bit there, get it out of the way for posability's sake. It's kind of nice when they do that sort of stuff there. Let's see, hands. We have, some wrist articulation. And this hand goes up and down, though it's not moving a lot. Again, it's probably just a case of these joints are sometimes really tight, these soft plastic joints. That kind of just happens with these figures. But yeah, there's that. This one is also an up and down one as well too in this arm. Let's see. We have a nice clicky ab crunch here. And we have, a ball joint right here at the base as well too. So he has a very good range of motion. He's not wearing a shirt. He's got good range. I mean, horrible taste. Absolutely wretched taste, don't get me wrong. And a complete bird obsession, as you can see here. Like, the level of detail in this guy is really nice. He has that classified series hip design, which, again, is really nice, just how they can pull down like that. And, yeah. What else? Swivel here in the hips. Again, though, this is pretty tight. There we go. Yeah, it's just very tight to start, but it's pretty good articulation. What else we got here? We got these double-jointed knees. Again, pretty tight to start. But, good range of motion here. Very good range of motion in these knees. And what else we got? Do we have a boot swivel? Because sometimes these guys have... Yes, we do have a boot swivel. It's not a lot, but it's there. It might just be an... Oh, no. It's just really tight. But yeah, we have a full boot swivel over there. It's nice that they do that on classified series stuff. And then, of course, we have the standard ankle tilts that you get on pretty much every Hasbro toy. But yeah, I think one of the big takeaways right off the bat, as I keep saying, is this guy has very, very tight joints on him. Maybe it's just mine. I don't know. But that is something to just... keep in mind when you're messing with this figure here. Some of these joints are very, very tight. I mean, hey, that means to hold a pose. So that's good, I guess. He comes with a whole bevy of accessories, as we can see here. We got his pistol here. Well-painted pistol. Just goes into the holster. Because, yeah, again, it's Raptor. We're just going to kit him out, and then we're going to take a look at his other stuff. He also has a hunting knife. If I can find it somewhere. I did pull it out of the box, so it's back here. And by back here, I mean it was still in the box. But yeah, he has this, little hunting knife here. And we can just put that on right over here. Again, he's a classified series figure who looks to be able to store his accessories pretty well. We have his talons here. We're going to have to pop the arms off to put these on. Sorry, the hands. But yeah, he has these predatory bird talons. These will just go over his wrists. So we can just pop that off. Pop the wrist back on. Or do we need to... Let's just make sure I can get these on here. Oh, no, these are handheld weapons. Sorry. I thought these were wrist-mounted weapons, but no, I think that he actually is meant to hold these. They're just giant brass knuckles here. I think. Yeah, I think he's just supposed to hold these talons like this. And those are his, characteristic talons that are his namesake, I guess. So yeah, he just holds his weapons like that. And I'm just double checking the box right now just to make sure I'm doing this right. And yeah, no, that is exactly how he's supposed to hold these things. They just go on like this, and maybe we can slide them a little bit up. I don't know. Or maybe I just put them on the wrong hands. That's also entirely possible. We'll find that out very, very shortly as I pull these back off and check. Because the sculpting is a little bit different. And yeah, there's no real difference here. It looks like they're still not quite fully lining up around the wrists. Oh, no, that one's good. That one's good. We just need to get this one. Just bring it around just so that it's not floppy. And there, yeah, now we have some actual talons. There we go. Like his name. He's got talons. Chip Talon. Yeah. All right, finishing up his getup here. Of course, we have his trademark bird hood. Like, you can't have Raptor without his bird hood, and as soon as we put it on, that really does a lot for completing his look. Like, yeah, I mean, his hair's dumb. We never see his hair. We always see him wearing this ridiculous bird outfit, and it's just as ridiculous in this classified series version, and I love it. It's just this ridiculous bird hood from somebody who is clearly a bird furry and is too obsessed with birds. And again, no shade to bird furries, but Raptor manages to just make them all kind of look worse. What they did do for Raptor, though, and this is actually my biggest sticking point with the figure here, is rather than give him his ridiculous just actual cape that he had on the original toy, like the man wore a bird costume, that could glide or whatever, and it was just like more of a costume. Like, again, he's a bird furry. But this one here, they actually decided to give him an actual wing pack here. Kind of like what the Falcon has, in Marvel Comics there. So he's got this whole wing pack that's got a whole bunch of parts to it. Like, articulation like this here. Bends like this. These wings here can go up and down. I mean, it's a very well articulated wing pack, and this is why he's in that extra price point. One little touch here I like on the paint even is, if you notice here, there is a very, very slight gradient in here between the orange and the yellow. It's very slight, but it's kind of really cool. It just makes it look like that there's some actual working engines in here. But yeah, that is, the wing pack. That's pretty much the equivalent of the wing pack and what it has. It's got these sculpted VTOLs there. And we can just plug it into his back via the 5mm back there. And now we have Raptor here with his wing pack, and somehow looking a lot less silly now that he actually has wings. And again, that is like my biggest issue with the toy, that they took a character who is absolutely patently ridiculous, and they made him a little less ridiculous. And I'm sorry, but like, the appeal of Raptor for me is that he is this ridiculous Birdman who is just completely out of place and is the guy that Cobra would be like, oh God, this guy? At least Mindbender went insane before he stopped wearing a shirt. This guy is just full on, as far as we know, just your standard stark raving mad bird person who then happened to luck into joining Cobra. And then of course, we have General Ledger over here. Just as a last accessory. It's just one piece that's sculpted here. Like the hood for the Falcon is sculpted on. And I mean, it's a well-detailed Falcon. You can't see the eyes because, again, it's a Falconer hood. And Ledger is going to peg on to the arm, like a Falconer's arm. So we can just take this arm out here. Let's bring this shoulder up like that. And let's, because, you can see... I think it's on this arm, yes. That you can see here that we have a little post there. And that post is entirely so that you can have a General Ledger just sitting there on his hand. Or his arm, rather. Like a Falconer. And so, there we have Talon with his, with his general accounting ledger right there. And and we're just going to bring his, recreate his original cape of sorts, which you can kind of do with the way these wings fold. Like, I do like that they put enough articulation on these wings that you can kind of give him his original cape. Just like a more mech'd out version of it. And with that, we can make him look just as ridiculous as he always looked. A man in a bird suit who is a bird furry that even by Cobra standards is kind of nuts. And Cobra standards includes a snake man and a dude who doesn't wear a shirt and used to be a dentist. So anyway, that's Raptor. He doesn't have the power of attorney, and he's not Michael Keaton, but he does have the power of accounting, as dubious of power that is, and that actually did prove useful in his brief appearance in the comics. Kudos to Larry Hama for making this guy memorable enough for me to actually buy a toy of him when they did him, because such a ridiculous concept. And this is Techno signing off until the next day. See ya.